Welcome, guys, to the show. Excited to dive into this one here. We're talking sleepers. The final list here got some deep sleeper stashes you definitely want to roster this year. Excited to dive into this. I got 7 here for you, and I know a lot of you guys are getting ready for your drafts this weekend. If you have not secured the 16-round draft solution, now is the time, guys. Secure the solution, secure the championship. Use code SMASH to save. It's like having me at the draft with you guys. Sleepers, breakouts, optimal players draft each round. Everything you need. Your roster is going to be as close to bulletproof as possible. I've linked it below. Use code SMASH or head on over to thefantasyfootballcounselor.com. We're talking 7 sleepers here. The final list. Guys, the football season's here. Let's get to it. All right, guys, welcome to the show in the backyard here. Beautiful sunny day. The sun is coming down, getting my vitamin D. Wanted to get out of the studio here, and I'm at the point of the season yet, the off season, where I just want the season to come. I want football to be here. You know, we're so close. September 7th, I believe Thursday is the first game. Going to see my Lions play. Not really my Lions, but I got Jahmyr Gibbs and Sam Laporta in a lot of leagues, so I'm excited. But we got football around the corner. I am super excited. Smash a thumbs up here. Show your excitement, guys. I'm out here producing content for you daily, and I go year-round. So make sure you guys do subscribe. Smash thumbs up. I'm going to be breaking news here for you. I'm going to be talking about waiver wire starts and sits and all the offseason stuff, so you guys are light years ahead of the competition, or the Concheapsis for that matter, your league mates, your idiot league mates. So, guys, make sure you guys do smash a thumbs up, and, of course, comment below. Drop a sleeper, a deep sleeper stash that you absolutely love. Love to get your feedback. And finally, guys, I will be doing a Patreon group, patreon.com/FFcounselor for all season and in season, because a lot of people join for the in season, but you can go year round. Waiver wire starts and sits. Everything's going to be delivered to you guys in the Patreon group. That's patreon.com/FFcounselor, guys. I've linked it below. Join the fantasy front lines. Amazing community. Join now to keep it going, because a lot of people do after they draft, like, what do I do? We're going to keep you guys entertained in the Patreon group, all right? So let's go for the first sleeper here. I got 7 of them for you. Again, drop a comment below, smash thumbs up. First sleeper here as a backup quarterback is Brock Purdy, okay? Now, this guy was a 7th-round pick. He really emerged, supposed to get the start here. When he did play, played 9 games, actually started 5, okay? I want to get that clear, okay? Started 5. In that time, threw for 1,374 yards, 13 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. Not a bad ratio for a guy just getting integrated, right? He is sitting at QB 23. Now, I always tell you, and I tell you in 16 rounds this year, and I've always told you, anchor your team with today's quarterback, guy like Justin Herbert, for example, right? And then you can get a Brock Purdy later, okay, as your backup quarterback with upside. Guys, this is important, guys. When I'm talking about backup quarterback with upside, he's it, okay? So, Brock Purdy, QB 23, massive upside here, guys, this year. Get him as a backup. Now, there is safer backups. Trust me, Russell Wilson could bounce back and be a great backup with top 10 upside. There's Aaron Rodgers. There's, Kenny Pickett. There is other guys. I just think Brock Purdy's that guy with the ceiling, and he's got that upside, okay? Got some good receiving options with Kittle and Debo and Ayuk maybe bouncing back this year. And they got CMC if he ends up staying healthy, which I doubt. So Brock Purdy as a backup quarterback with upside. Again, there is other options which I lay out in 16 rounds, okay? So that's one deep sleeper for you. Again, great value, QB 23, okay? Next guy here, we got Josh Kelly. Now, this is not a sexy pick at all, but I will tell you, the new offensive coordinator, Kellen Moore, will integrate other running backs. It just won't be the Austin Eckler show this year. I'm telling you right now, Joe Lombardi must have had some sort of deal with Austin Eckler because they literally force-fed him. 127 targets. That put Austin Eckler like 16th or 17th. He was like tied with Mike Evans last year in targets. Eckler will not see anywhere near that amount of targets. It just won't happen, especially with the addition of Quentin Johnson, and Kellen Moore is going to want to air the ball downfield. Josh Kelly was a 4th-round pick, and he had a nice breakout run in preseason. Again, am I excited about this pick? Do I have him on my rosters? No. But him and Spiller, whoever emerges there as the RB2 will get some more work this year. Both these guys were round 4 picks. Spiller in 2022, Isaiah Spiller, and Josh Kelly in 2020. So these guys, relatively high draft capital, were just not used by Joe Lombardi. He's gone. In comes Kellen Moore, new offensive coordinator. They got to use other people. Eckler's been almost perfect. Again, if they believed in Eckler, they would have paid him a mega contract. They didn't do that, did they? Because he was always a backup, will always be a backup, and he's like 28 years old. So that's old in running back years. I'm fading Eckler early. Look for a major regression. And again, if you want a Spiller or Kelly, last pick, or look for the waiver wire possibly for these guys to emerge and step up. Again, Kelly had that big run in preseason. He's got that capability. He just never got the opportunity. Give him a chance, guys. And they just never did. Like I said, I think Eckler must have had some sort of deal with Lombardi. I don't know what they had going under the table, but it was really weird how much volume that guy got. So anyway, it is what it is. Josh Kelly or Spiller, deep stashes. Again, I have no stock, but the other guys I'm going to mention, I do. I wanted to mix it up. Some people say, the people that listen regularly, like, well, you always talk about the same people, because I believe in my people, right? I believe in the players that I pick up, right? So I wanted to give you guys some other options here, some names you haven't heard, and that was Brock Purdy, Josh Kelly, and Spiller as late round guys at their positions, okay? Next guy here, I talked about him in a lot of videos. If you're new to the channel, I know a lot of people come in, in August and September, tune into the content. To those people, make sure you guys watch year round, hit subscribe, thumbs up, and this is going to be a new name for you, but it's Deuce Vaughn. Prior to preseason, nobody was talking to him. Now, he had a couple good games preseason, broke out a little bit, and I love him. I love the talent, love the upside here with Deuce Vaughn. He is sitting as RB75. He was going undrafted, but after preseason, people saw how much upside this guy's got. Then he's starting to come off rounds 13, 14, 15. I've been seeing a lot of people's draft boards, and he's coming off here. So he is RB75, guys. This guy in college had more scrimmage yards, okay, than Bijan Robinson, okay? Look at his last year, 293 attempts. This is workhorse volume, guys. 1,558 yards on the ground, 5.3 yards per carry, 9 touchdowns, 378 receiving yards. Unbelievable, guys, with 3 touchdowns. This guy can get it done in the running game and receiving game. Now, his knock, and people are making fun of him, is because he's short. I mean, that's not very nice, guys. I mean, I'm the one who says players suck, but give this guy a chance. I mean, he's a bulldog. I love the underdog, and I'm not sold on Tony Pollard at all. The guy's a backup. Like I said, I keep saying it. I sound like a broken record to all of you guys who are new. This is new to you. But he had 193 attempts last year, guys, with Zeke there, and got hurt. That injury is no joke, right? So Pollard, I'm not sold on him being the guy. He was a backup for 4 years. He was like a 3rd or 4th round pick, something like that, like 4 years ago, entering his 5th years to wow us. We're not wowed. And again, Zeke carried the load. They need another guy to step up. Ronald Jones, definitely not it. He's suspended for a few games for PEDs, which didn't help him at all in anything. So performance enhancing, and nothing's enhanced there with Ronald Jones. So Deuce Vaughn, he's got a chip on his shoulders. Not to mention, guys, his dad is the lead scout for the Cowboys. So there's some family ties there, which again is going to help him get on the field, help him get on the team. And he's proven himself since he made the team. So again, it's not just like daddy knows somebody, he got me in. Daddy knows somebody got me in, yes, but he's proving that he's capable and can be a viable option here in this offense, especially when Tony Pollard goes down, which is very viable as well. So Deuce Vaughn, 3. Okay. Number 4 here, this is a deep sleeper. A lot of you may have not heard about him. I did some background research, but the guy I'm talking about is Sean Tucker. He's a running back who made the final 53-man roster on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And if you look at the Buccaneers depth chart, it's a disaster. I'm not sold on Rachaad White. I'm going to have 0 Rachaad White stock. Whether he breaks up, becomes a top 3 running back, top 10 running back, I don't really care. I'm all in that Rachaad White is a bust. Now, you could take that to the bank with you, whatever you want to do. That's my opinion. Again, I'm sold that Rachaad White sucks. If that's the case, Sean Tucker has a chance to emerge. Now, listen, Sean Tucker's stats here. 1,496 yards rushing, 12 touchdowns a couple years ago. Last year in college, over 1,000 yards, 1,060 yards rushing, 11 touchdowns, 36 receptions on 206 attempts. The guy is a workhorse. He's capable. Now, this guy was a Heisman Trophy candidate, guys, okay? He was a candidate to be a top prospect in the NFL, but he had some sort of issue with his heart. I don't know all the details about it, which kind of pushed him down the draft boards. He kind of came undrafted, and the Buccaneers are lucky to have him on their team. So he could have been drafted a lot higher, was not, and now he's in an opportunity. He made the final roster, and his competition is slim. Chase Edmonds sucks. Rachaad White sucks. They've proven nothing to me, and he's really, really got an opportunity to really shine. So Sean Tucker, deep sleeper, absolutely love him. He's sitting as RB80 and has an opportunity to be the starter. Again, this is a late round dart throw. If you've got the bench spots, I tell people, if you're a commissioner, tell your your commissioner, or if you are the commissioner, expand those bench spots so you can fill in these guys so you don't have to scour the waiver wire. Now, when I do a draft, I'm in this league. It's a big money league. It's an online drafting platform. And they give you I think we have 10 or 12 bench spots. So, because there's no trades in this league, so I'm able to stash all these rookies. I have the luxury of doing that. Get a backup tight end, a backup defense, 2 backup quarterbacks. It's insane. So I'm very self-sufficient. So Sean Tucker's that guy that has that upside, has the talent. They just got to give him the opportunity. Similar to Josh Kelly, who never got one. I think Sean Tucker's better talent than those guys, and Kelly and Spiller, but just hasn't gotten the opportunity. Okay, RB 80 right now, which is ludicrous. And when he does break out or does become the starter, Rachaad White sucks, as I'm predicting. Everyone's gonna say, "Oh, what a waiver wire wonder Sean Tucker is." You guys heard it here first. I was talking about this guy back in May. Again, he could be nothing. He could be absolutely nothing. But you pay nothing to get him, okay? Number 5 here, you've heard me talk about this guy a lot. Okay, I think he was a 3rd-round pick, and he was requested by the quarterback to be acquired by the team. The guy I'm talking about is Tank Dell. Tank Dell, guys, ultra good wide receiver. And his wide receiver numbers in college were no joke. If you look at it, what did he have here? He had 1,398 receiving yards, 17 touchdowns, guys. Last year, okay, 17 touchdowns. Looking at this, he is sitting at wide receiver 97. Everybody, this guy can be the wide receiver 1 on his team. Now, we saw week 3 of preseason. Got some bugs here biting me. We saw week 3 of preseason that Collins had that touchdown. Tank Dell was playing special teams. That may be a little bit of a concern, but I think they were just kind of testing Dell out to see what his capability was. And he caught this ball and ran for 25 yards after catch when he, it was a nothing play and he made something out of it. So great cutting ability, great speed, great hands, great route runner. For a rookie, I mean, you got some upside here, and he's going to develop that ability with C.J. Stroud. Now, C.J. Stroud was no slouch in college. 41 touchdowns, 6 interceptions last year at college. So if you guys are doubting C.J. Stroud could throw touchdowns, he can. And he showed it in preseason. He showed it in college. So I think Tank Dell could be special, completely being slept on, sitting as wide receiver 97. Let that sink in, guys. You're getting a potential wide receiver 1, and he's wide receiver 97. He was literally going undrafted till preseason. Now he's coming off a little bit round 14, 15 if you want to get him. But Tank Dell, tons of upside, okay? Number 6 here. Again, make sure you guys smash the thumbs up. Nobody's talking about this stuff. Nobody's getting you thinking outside the box. They're just copy and paste, copy and paste. Guys, you got to aim high, especially in the, after round 8, you can start really hitting some home run grand slams with some of these sleepers. Not so much these guys, these are a little deeper. Take Bigsby, for example. There's a bonus sleeper for you. Someone like that who could emerge on their depth chart, okay, guys? So, number 6 here is Jalen Hyatt. Listen, I love Jalen Hyatt. Wide receiver 84, has the opportunity to be the wide receiver 1 on his team. Jalen Hyatt, guys, 1,267 yards on his team last year, 15 touchdowns in college, okay? 67 receptions, and an opportunity to be the wide receiver 1 on his team. Was drafted in the 3rd round by the Giants, who have no other wide receivers. Who are they going to start? Campbell, Sterling Shepard. They have no other wide receiver. I mean, Waller's going to be a factor this year, but he's a tight end, right? I mean, he could be a factor, but is he going to stay healthy? Is he done with his rapping career? What's going on? But Jalen Hyatt, guys, major upside. Now, the only knock to him is he may be a one-trick pony, similar to what Christian Watson was, touchdown dependent, maybe a deep ball from last year. We got to check his route running. He's got to be more versatile, but if given the volume, he can emerge here as the wide receiver 1. And he looked okay in preseason. So, Jalen Hyatt, big-time sleeper. Make sure you stash him as part of your wide receiver core, okay? And the last one here, I've talked about him in a lot of videos. He's sitting at tight end 19. And like I said, Hyatt, wide receiver 84. These guys are sleepers. Tank Dell, 97. This guy is tight end 19. He was tight end 24. He's gone up a little bit. Is Sam Laporta. This guy is a beast. Now, he didn't get a lot of touchdowns in college, but this is a situational opportunity here. They invested high draft capital in him, the Lions, and Jared Goff is very consistent, and this guy is going to be a second target, a big red zone guy for him. Look for an immediate impact out of Sam Laporta. I've got him on all my teams, and I make sure that I get a safe tight end and him, or him and another tight end, and I double stack 2 late tight ends with some upside, and Laporta is one of them, okay? I cannot emphasize it enough. Major upside, Sam Laporta, all right? So Brock Purdy as a backup, Josh Kelly or Spiller, look for them to get more volume this year. Deuce Vaughn, Love the upside. Can be at RB1, or if not, it's going to be a 50-50 split or a 60-40 in Pollard's favor till Pollard gets hurt. Sean Tucker, I mean, dart throw at the end, can be the RB1. Great opportunity to succeed. I'm looking at opportunity here, guys. Tank Dell, CJ Stroud, look for that connection, sitting at wide receiver 97, which is ludicrous. You got Jalen Hyatt, wide receiver 84, can be the one on his team. Has the knock to him that he's a one-trick pony. Possible, we'll see. And Sam Laporta, great plug-and-play, immediate impact tight end. There you have it, guys. Final sleeper list. Again, I'm going to keep pumping the content out for you, but we are getting to the point now where, guys, a lot of people have done drafts. Some people have it this weekend. Make sure you guys do grab the 16-round draft solution. Turn on the bell. And again, we're going to be pumping out regular content, NFL football content here for you throughout the season all year round. All right? Subscribe, thumbs up. I appreciate you guys. Listen, go out there and smash your leagues. Lion mentality.